Welcome to the second quarter-final of Japan Cricket League T20 quarter-finals day on our live stream on YouTube and on FanCode in India. Thank you for joining us. Good to have you. My name's Alan Kerr. I'm the head of cricket operations at the Japan Cricket Association. And I'll be your host for today. With a bit of luck, I might find someone to come and join me, but for now, just me. We have the Chiba Sharks up against the Tigers. Tigers won the toss, chose to bat. Opening the bowling for the Chiba Sharks will be Ibi Takahashi. Opening the batting, we will have AJ Thakur and Anas Mohammed. People who know what they're up to in these teams. Big old rivalry. Solid start by Takahashi. On the money. Blocked. No run. So we've switched. The morning match was played on the synthetic. Playing on the turf wicket now. So not a lot of cricket in Japan gets played on the turf. Save it for special occasions such as today. So the players will take a bit of time to get used to it. The batters will have to try and figure out the bounce, the pace. Did get a bit soggy overnight, so it'll be interesting to see how the bounce plays. Let's run down to third man. A few field changes going on now that the Tigers are off the mark. Mohammed, of course, a left-hander. So the off-spinner will come around the wicket to the lefty. Not hugely surprising. Try to use that angle. Decent appeal. Fairly sure that's missing stumps. No shot offered though. Heart would have been in his mouth briefly, but I think that pad was a fair way outside the line. Punch into the offside, another single. It's a tight field. For the right-hander, they will have sort of a deep mid-wicket and a long on as the two men out. It's a 6-4 field. Two in the circle on the leg side, sort of a backward square leg and a short mid-wicket. Looking to put the squeeze on. Takahashi regularly opens in T20. Batting and bowling sometimes. Just milked for another single there, so fairly uneventful over, 3 from it. You'll see the bouncing Barnett of Marcus Thurgate on your screen, the wicketkeeper. He's really let his hair go this year, as long as I've seen it. The Japan Under-19 captain of 2020. You may remember him leading Japan at the Under-19 World Cup. Born and raised in Japan. His dad was out here umpiring this morning. He's over on ground 2 now. Don't let him umpire his kid. Not that we have any question marks over Chris's integrity, of course. Just wouldn't want to put him in that position. Now, in case you missed it, the Tokyo Falcons won the thriller this morning getting home against a very disciplined and pretty impressive Tokyo Titans side. Whilst the Alpha Cautious fell short against Paddy Foley's. Paddy Foley's making finals day. Huge surprise. Well played to them, managed to defend 120. Restricting the Cautious to just 112 for 8. Incredible scenes. One of these two will look to join them. So, new bowler, Munib Sadiq Mihan. Munib, a member of the Japan national squad, along with Takahashi, so strong opening lineup for the Sharks. Ball. Munib been in Japan since he was about 6 years old, I think. Naturalised Japanese. Proud passport holder. Pakistani heritage to begin with, but yeah, very much ensconced here. Just graduated from Sophia University and starting work this month. Next week, I think. Monday might be his first day in the new job. All the best to Munib at Rubber Waters. Right now, though, job is running the ball fast. I think he'll like bowling on this deck. He'll like the chance for a bit of unpredictable bounce. And this morning, there was huge swing for some of the, particularly the Titans bowlers. Karan Kumar was hooping in swingers. See if Munib can get anything similar with the new ball. It's a sedate start from Tigers, but no one will know what a good score is on this pitch, so Captain Subarish Ravichandran electing to bat first on winning the toss. Perhaps a bit of a surprise. Runs on the board though. Oh, half chance of a run out. Fumbled by the keeper, but batter looked home to me. So, with that single, left-hander on strike. Let's see how Munib adjusts. Going to come around the wicket to the left-hander. He's got a deep cover and a wide, fine leg. Some of the fine leg placements we saw in the last game were incredibly fine. This is more of a traditional fine leg. So the line outside off stump, just batsman trying to drive but not timing that at all. Runs off into the square and picked up without any dramas. Batsman having a bit of a conference. It's a slow start. Last ball of the over, Sadiq comes in. It's another swing and another miss. So that's a good over. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. There's one more to come. This is the problem with commentating on your own, you see. No one to keep me in check. Just run riot. Come out with all sorts of crazy stuff. 5 ball overs. Who would do that? Sadiq, to bowl the last. This time it is the last ball of the over. Just one from it so far. Solid. Push, they're going to scamper. It's good running actually. Hint of a misfield. And you get 3 for 1. So, 2 from the over, 5 overall. No wickets down. Chiba Sharks will be pretty happy with this start. Captain Tsuyoshi Takada. He'll be delighted. You can just see the umpire having a chat with the bowler about running on the pitch by the looks of things. Dougal Bedingfield standing. He will be at first slip, I think. Not captaining in the T20 stuff, but I'm sure his voice will be heard. He was in here commentating earlier. You can see him in conversation with Marcus Thurgate. Chiba Sharks, look at that. They've even got their helmet decked out right. Don't they look smart? Now then, I'm delighted to be joined in the commentary box by none other than the Sano International Cricket Ground groundsman, Yoshitaka Uehara.
Hello, I'm here.
Hi, Yoshi.
Hey.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a challenge with the pitch this morning.
Yeah.
Water on the covers and seeping onto the pitch.
Yeah.
But it seems to have dried out okay to play today. Play in the afternoon.
Yeah. Now, air is dry. And sun finally came.
That is cracked over the top of the cover. 4 runs. First boundary of the innings. Tigers will feel a bit better after that. Yeah, a bit of sunshine.
Yeah.
That helps, doesn't it? It's still pretty hot.
Yeah.
But you kind of need proper sunshine to dry the pitch, don't you?
Yeah, now it's okay to play. Yeah, I rolled 3 minutes ago. Yeah, still a bit wet, but yeah. Should be
Yeah,
okay.
I saw you out there rolling as best you can.
Yes, spin will turn.
Yeah, it'd be a good day to be a spinner.
Yeah.
Takahashi having a go at it. Ooh.
Yeah.
He's asking some questions, isn't he?
Yeah.
That one did grip. Beat the batsman. Off spinner to a left-hander is always a good contest, and yeah, when there's a bit of turnaround, didn't turn a lot on the synthetic, which isn't anyone's surprise.
Yeah, very good day for Takahashi Ibrahim.
Certainly is. So Yoshi, what goes into preparing one of these pitches? How much time do you spend cutting, rolling, trimming mushrooms?
Rolling about 10 hours, and the cutting is 5 times. In usual, turf pitch grass is about 18 mil to 15 mil, 15 mil to 10 mil, 10 mil to 5 mil, and 5 mil 2, 3 times mowing. And in this summer, very hot and lots of rain.
Yeah, it's been a wet summer, hasn't it?
Yeah, rain and hot makes too many mushrooms.
Certainly does. I could have made my dinner off what was on the square yesterday when I did a walk around. I saw we got rid of most of them, but there were still some that have sprouted out overnight. They grow so fast.
Yeah, yesterday.
We should set a camera out there and film them. Like a nature program.
Yeah, yesterday we picked every mushroom in squares, but in this morning,
Whole load still back. Yeah. Sadiq bowling his second over. 9 the score so far. No wickets down. Bit of pad in that, I reckon, but inside edge probably. Squirted out onto the leg side. Nope, leg by signalled. So yes, okay, Yoshi. Then you've adjudged the pitch to be suitable for the afternoon, which means it's going to play well for both teams. Do you think winning the toss and batting was the right decision? Is the pitch going to get harder and better to bat on, or is it going to die?
The pitch will harder and harder. So if I am captain, I will choose bowling first. Ball will bounce. Ball will more bounce 1 hour after. So
Interesting. So what do you think a good score would be batting first on a pitch like this?
140 is enough.
140, you're in the game?
Yeah.
Okay. So next weekend we have a big event, the Embassy Cup.
Yes.
And it'll be the same strip being used?
I will use the same one. Next week very dry and enough to roll and drying. So yeah, next week more bouncy, and harder.
Suitable for the fast bowlers. Well, you say it's going to be hot next week. It is going to be hot. Looks like there could be some rain around as well. Oh dear. Well, Sadiq has lost that one. He's going to get called a no ball, I reckon. And it's gone over square leg for 6 as well. So there's going to be double punishment there. He's going to have to bowl that again. It's going to be a free hit. And after a really tight, disciplined start from the Sharks, that one's just gone away from them. I'm assuming he was trying a slow ball and it slipped out of his hand. But fair play to Anas Mohammed. He didn't let that one pass him by. Cashed in on the opportunity. First maximum. Don't need to worry about the speed of the outfield when you've got enough power to get it over the ropes. The outfield did look a bit slow this morning in the first game, particularly down here on the it's a wide. What's now sort of long on mid-wicket to the left-hander. The ball was slowing up in the first game. Hopefully it's dried out a bit now, but I've noticed at the SICG, different seasons, different speed of the outfield. So at the start of this season, particularly April, May, very, very quick outfields. But now once we get into summer, more rain around, things do. Oh, he's driven that hard. That's going to be cut off by the man at deep cover. Just a single, I think, from the free hit. So they'll be happy enough, the Sharks. They got out of jail a bit there, maybe. So again, after a good start to the over, no runs off the bat in the first 3 balls. A few coming. 9 runs in total with 1 to come.
Yeah, essentially this grass is summer grass. So in summer
grass.
In summer, hot season, thicker and thicker, and greener and greener. So
in the winter it all dies.
Not die, just sleeping.
Just hibernates like a bear. Like a bear eats lots of food and then goes to sleep for the whole of the winter. The grass just has lots to drink, has all its rainwater, and then goes to sleep for the winter. It becomes a completely different colour, doesn't it? The grass here. It's almost the colour of the turf pitch in sort of January and February. 18 for none. So, did you watch much of the morning games?
Not many.
No. You missed a cracker. The Tokyo Falcons were very impressive. A 57-run partnership of 27 balls, I think, to win the game when they looked dead and buried against the Titans, who looked devastated at the end. And Paddy Foley's beat Alpha Quashes. Extraordinary. It's a low-scoring game, but
I watched by score apply. So I'm really surprised. Just 120 rounds.
Didn't think they had enough. Change of bowler here, and again more spin. So Ashley Thurgate is going to come on to replace Ibi Takahashi, another off spinner, another member of that Japan under-19 squad, looking to turn the ball away from the left-hander. So obvious ploy here. That's just pushed into the offside, into the gap. They'll get a single. Ashley, of course, used to be a run-in hard, hit-the-deck seam bowler until he had problems with his back. Caused him to switch between qualifying for the World Cup and getting to the World Cup. He turned himself from a seam bowler to an off-spinner and went from being outside the best 11 to in it. So he's stayed as an offie ever since and likes to swing the bat a bit too. Likely see him down the order, but he's got his brother keeping up to the stumps and his dad over on ground 2 umpiring. So family affair today with the Thurgates, as it often is. It's a solid enough start. Ajay Thakur's looking a little uncomfortable. 3 from 10 so far. Probably needs to start getting going. He's looked to sweep that and he's hit that over the infield and that will go away for 4. So he's hearing me. Ajay's got a bug in this room to hear what we're saying. Clearly, bit of aggression and 4 runs. Now Yoshi, the JCL T20, a brand new competition. You happy to see it as part of the calendar?
Yeah. I have lots of good answer for everyone, from everyone. In August? 8月 is August?
August, yes.
Yeah, in August 40 over is too long. But yeah, T20, yeah, very happy to play.
Yeah, that's good. That's part of the plan, you know. We play a lot of our... August is hot, humid. For those who haven't been to Japan, it's stifling heat.
Yeah.
Heat stroke is always an issue, but 3-hour T20 game is a lot more fun than a 6.5, 7-hour 40 over game. Thurgate in again. He's fired that down the leg side. It's the response to being hit for 4. Just lost his line. Ashley was here early this morning. He was in the nets on his own practicing, which is something I don't see too often from Ash. The work rate's gone up. He's spent a lot of time in the gym over the last 2 years. He's a bigger man these days, Yoshi. He might be challenging you to be the strongest man. So that is hit straight to short cover. AJ Thacker, what's he done? Is that Tsuyoshi Takada with the catch, I think? He's catching on the synthetic pitch. I think he might have just scraped his fingers there a bit, Takadi. But well taken. First wicket goes down. 24 runs on the board. The Sharks have struck. The Shark bite is out. And a good bowling change. Ashley Thurgate will be pleased with that. New batter coming to the crease. I can't see that far. I'll have to wait for an update on that. Gagan Suri, it looks like, the new batter. Just confirmation on that catcher. It was indeed Tsuyoshi Takada. Managed to stop himself from overbalancing that massive head of his. Scraping the ball up. So Gagan Suri, the new man. Up and down over for Ash Thurgate. It's a boundary, a wide, and then the wicket. And Yoshi, you turn out for your club in the JCL T20. Did you get a game for Sano?
Yeah. 1-2 games.
The game against Quashers and of course Sano beat the Chiba Sharks. Did you play in that game?
Yes, yeah. But I think I was wicketkeeper, but I did 3 drops, I think.
3 drops, Yoshi.
But still win.
And they still won, but still didn't do enough to get through to the knockout stages. Match against the Tokyo Rhinos was rained off, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Probably cost you, but a heavy defeat at the hands of the Alpha Quashers, who in turn have lost today. Sano, unfortunately hit by a COVID outbreak, which robbed you of half your team, which probably didn't help your chances.
Yeah, very unlucky. Yes,
very unlucky. We would have seen a fair few members of the Japan national squad had the Sano team been out in full strength today. So that's the end of the over. 5 overs gone, 24 for 1. Looks like another change of bowler.
Yeah. Who is he?
This, I wonder if that is the man they call Freddie. Yep, Hamid Bacha.
Hamid Bacha.
Otherwise known as Freddie, due to his likeness to Freddie Mercury. Decent bowler. Came into the side last year. Gone pretty well for them, I think.
Still in power play?
Still in the power play. Last over of the power play. Just 24 on the board, so steady rather than spectacular. Of course, the Tigers, they keep their big players back. Field changing for the right-hander. Anas Mohamed's ticking over a K, 15 off 18. Just looking around the field, they've got a deep extra cover, and it looks like fine leg is dropping. So those are the two men out. It's a 7-3 field with a mid-on, short mid-wicket and the fine leg. The offside's pretty packed, so pretty clear what the plan is for this bowler. And that's the knock over the stumps. Off stump, pegged back. Gagan Suri's stay is short and sweet. No arguments there. Looks at the pitch. I think that struck the stump halfway up, so I'm not sure you can complain too much about the pitch. Just missed a straight one, Gagan. He departs with no runs to his name. Tigers now 25 for 2, and the Sharks are circling. They're certainly winning this power play, aren't they, Yoshi?
Yeah.
Now, will you get out there and roll the pitch between innings, or do you leave it now?
Yeah.
Is there enough time to do that?
Yeah, T20 is just a 10 minutes break.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just leave in. Yeah, just between the game. Yeah, if umpire says to me, I will roll, but almost umpire said, just leave, just a paint.
Yeah.
Popping crease.
Make sure the lines are okay.
Yeah.
Probably the most important. So how much are you going to be rolling this during the week then? Am I going to have to get on the roller again for you?
Next week?
Yeah.
2 hours each, morning, 1 hour rolling, and
On each pitch?
each pitch, and it depends on sunshine, bit watering, and just a surface.
Of course.
Yeah.
That did keep low. Sabarish's first delivery, Ravichandran. Halfway down, he's got a good enough eye to be able to deal with that, but well, a double bouncer is a no ball, I think, so that was been pretty close.
Might be my fault.
Yes, it might be.
Yeah, lots of rain made. In ground. Very wet. Yes, same soil in the pitch. 40 centimeters, but almost soil got wet.
So that's the over, and that's the power play done. 26 for 2. Very much the Chiba Sharks in the ascendancy. They will be delighted with how that's gone.
So, how many boundaries they will put?
How many boundaries?
What do you think? 4, 5? Or?
It will put 5 out straight away, you mean?
Yeah.
Looks like they've gone 4 out straight away. So they've got long off, long on, deep mid wicket, deep square leg. Ashley Thurgate to continue bowling.
On deep, also on deep cover.
Oh yes, deep cover's gone out. That's a misfield. Allows a single. You don't want to give Sabaris too many free runs. Now Yoshi, we've chatted a little bit before on the Japan Cricket podcast, which everyone can go and listen to. And you told me your story of getting into cricket, but let's talk about this again. So, how old are you, Yoshi?
I'm 35 now.
No, you're not. 35?
Yeah.
Are you really? Blimey, Yoshi. I thought you were like 32.
Yeah.
So when I arrived, you were like 26.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I thought you were like 19. Mainly just because that's how you behaved. So
Yes,
you discovered cricket at university, right?
Yeah.
And was that your first year? So you would have been 18.
I entrance university when I was 19. So yeah.
And cricket quickly became the game for you, hey? But you're a fan of a few sports, right? You like your baseball.
Yeah. I like baseball, soccer, basketball, volleyball, sumo, pro wrestling, skiing.
Skiing. Do you ski, Yoshi?
Yeah, I'm really good to ski player.
I would love to see you on skis. I would pay money to watch you on skis.
Yeah, I think I'm good player, but everyone I watched me. Your skiing is terrible.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Do you fall down a lot? That might be why. All right, Thurgate. Bowling pretty tidily here.
Yeah.
3 singles, not being backed up in the field. It's a misfield in the covers. And they'll take a single. I can hear Dougal from here barking at people. He's not even captain. I can still hear him trying to set the standards. I can't see him. Where is he? There he is. He's hiding himself down at deep fine leg or backward square leg. This will be him now. Bedingfield swooping.
Yeah, please show us.
There you go.
Good arm. How old is he?
43, I reckon. Dougal now. He's either 43 or turn 43 this year in December, maybe.
He is.
Yeah, he keeps himself in good nick. Goes for a run. Plays soccer regularly. Soccer. What am I calling it? Plays football regularly. So Anas Mohammed holding things together, 17 of 21. At the end of that over with just 5 singles from it, so rotating the strike okay, but not able to really get Ashley Thurgate away, even with the field back. The Tigers are ticking over 4.5 and over so far, and they're going to need to up that, but I had Manoj Bhardwaj and Sabaresh Ravichandran in the commentary box for the first game this morning, and Manoj particularly was talking about the importance of keeping the strike ticking over, rotating, keeping the scoreboard going, not getting bogged down. So I'm sure that message will be out there. Sabaresh taking guard now. Freddie continues, Hamid Bacha. You can see there's just 2 runs so far. And so he continues bowling from the school end. Having a quick look at his field. He's got long off down below us and an deep extra cover. Third man, fine leg, and backwards, sort of a mid-wicket, I guess. So a pretty orthodox field. Short covers in. He'll gather that up. Looks like Bedingfield again. Probably having a chat with the bowler. Oh, he's throwing that over his head.
Too good to arm.
No wave of apology. Bacha now coming in again. Thurgate crouches. Ravi Chandran sizes him up. Just pushes into the offside again. Well, Mohammed was a fair way down. Ended up having to dive to make sure he was safe. I think there was too much danger there. So yeah, this time of year is a busy time for you, isn't it, Yoshi? We haven't had the turf wicket up since May.
Yeah.
Was the last time we had it? You didn't use it for the T10, did you? So, in your opinion, when is the best time for Japan to be playing on their turf?
Yeah, for Japan Grandman, April to June is
short, wide horror show there from Bacha. That's a wide. Could have been given the double wide. It was that bad. Well taken by Thurgate, diving away to his left. April, May, June are all okay.
Yeah, because
Less rain.
yeah, no, I'm using April to June, winter grass on turf pitch. And July to September, I'm using
Clipped into the leg side.
Summer grass.
Such variables on grass. I had a question about grass, Yoshi.
Yes.
Now, we're just commentating here, so my listeners won't be able to see this. But a little while ago, I found a packet of grass in the JCA office, which I thought was rather interesting. What can you tell me about... Where is it? I'm going to find it. I will find it. Hold on. I believe it was called Bermuda Triangle. There it is.
Oh.
Bermuda Triangle Bermuda grass.
Yeah.
Now there's a boundary. Sabarish has got one away.
Yeah.
So he's up and running. Now, yes. Firstly, does this actually come from Bermuda?
Yeah, Bermuda grass is name of grass.
Now, but you know what the Bermuda Triangle is, right?
Yeah,
That's where things go to disappear.
Yeah,
So,
the mystery spot.
Is this Bermuda Triangle Bermuda grass in fact all that's left in the Bermuda Triangle? Like if an aeroplane goes in there and disappears, it just gets turned into grass, and you buy it and you put it on the Japanese wicket? Is that what happens? Oh, short, horrible. Sabarish has missed out there. Signalled wide. That delivery, Yoshi, that belonged in the Bermuda Triangle, so that it could come back and be put on this pitch.
Yeah, vaudeville.
No, but seriously, like, where does this come from? I've been meaning to ask you this for about 3 months.
This is from United States, and United States seed company named this Bermuda grass Bermuda Triangle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just trying to get creative.
Yeah, it's very funny but very confusing. Yeah, Bermuda Triangle, Bermuda grass. Yeah, Bermuda grass is one of the most famous summer grass. And summer grass is 3 times expensive than winter grass. So if
Interesting.
if winter grass got damaged, we can buy easily winter grass and grow. But
So how much work do you have to do over the winter?
how much
Work do you have to do? Do you have to do much to the pitch, or do you just leave it? Do you leave it and go off on holiday?
Yeah, after every cricket game finished, my team, ground staff team, will seeding in square. Yeah, maybe first week of December or last week of September. Is it 9月?
9月 is September, yeah.
What is 11月? November?
November, yeah.
Yeah, last week in November.
It's seeding time.
Seeding time.
Do you seed it, and then you just leave it?
Yes, seed and after seeding, if water gone, seed will die. So ground staff, especially me, check every morning and afternoon how humid. If dry,
there's a chance. It's Sabarish hitting it into the air in the mid-wicket region. Short mid-wicket, just looked a bit surprised by it. Let it go through him. Could be costly. The Sharks have taken one good catch, but struggling with the others. 40 now. 41 for 2 in the 9th over. Actually, Thurgate's continuing. He's going all right, causing some problems. Oh, it's a full toss. But he's hit it to the fielder, and that one is taken. But Anas Mohammed, he will be disappointed with that. Got to check who that fielder was. Left-hander. Who is the left-hander in the Chiba Sharks lineup?
レフトハンダー、千葉シャークス。バチャ。
You think that was Hamid? Yep, solid catch, hit straight to him really. Disappointing end to a knock that looked like it might be gathering some momentum, but in the end, 18 off 23. Kind of a nothing innings really. Ranjith Mooli, the new batter. Another left-hander. So actually Thurgate having an impact on this game. Now watching this, I'm sure the Tigers will be thinking, we've got some good spinners. I think Sabarish, standing at the non-strikers end, will be licking his lips at bowling on this pitch, but they do not have Piyush Kumbhare today. He is overseas on work commitments, which is a big loss for them. Piyush, of course, another member of the Japan national squad, can hit a long ball, and his left arm twirlers caused many a problem. Mooli just blocking that into the offside and scampering through for a single, so it's good running. It's a timely breakthrough that, because they were just starting to look like they might get going in a partnership together there with between Mohammed and Ravichandran, but no more. So the field for Sabarish, deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and deep cover. Not much behind the wicket, but Sabarish plays pretty straight. If any width from Ashley, and I think Sabarish would be eyeing up. Little reverse sweep, that's where I'd be looking. He's gone through orthodox covers. Simple single. Decent amount of noise in the Chiba Sharks field. So you have to order all your grass in from America, you're saying?
Yeah, Bermuda grass is from mainly America. Yeah, Bermuda grass is very hard to make seed. So yeah, I don't think in Japanese company is making Bermuda grass.
Why can't we find any Japanese grass?
Yeah, how about the challenge just one?
Yeah, let's give it a go.
Yeah.
Use the end one.
Yeah.
And use it as a net.
Yeah. It's very interesting.
Well, I mean, we have this square, right? There's like 9 strips on this square.
Yes.
And we only ever use like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
So it does make sense to try bringing up a couple so that we actually could use them as nets. You know, we can put some netting on and try practicing on turf nets. There you go, you heard it here first, folks. Now, we're looking at the change of bowling. It's going to be the mystery, Mahesh Kumar. Another one of the Chiba Sharks twirlers. Have a go at Sabarish Ravichandran. Again, just blocked and scampered, so it's good running. These two guys know each other pretty well. Can hear the bugs chirping around the ground.
バグズ
The bugs, the mushi,
虫
cicadas. Solid noise. You spend most of your time out there, Yosh, wandering around the outfield, doing various bits and pieces. Do you get attacked by the bugs?
Yes, yes.
Cover yourself in insect repellent.
Every year, I'm using some medicine to protect from bugs. Yeah, some bugs, love to eat grass roots, so it is really terrible. If you find some moss, please let me know.
I will. Not a fan of the bugs either. I know in October and November we often get lots of dragonflies down here. Right? They're huge, going to land on the bales. Kumar coming around, still coming over the wicket, but coming between the umpire and the stumps. Always looks a bit funny when he's bowling to the left-hander. So the Tigers are battling a little. We're well into the 10th over now, just 48 for 3. Lots of blocking and running. This is, as we said, keeping the scoreboard ticking over. They don't know if they can trust the pitch enough to go hard, so they want to keep wickets in hand, probably until 15 overs, and then they'll start going. Plenty of guys down the order who'll swing. Sabarish himself, he wants to make sure that he's there so he can dictate what this total is going to be. Can't do that if he's back in the hutch. 3-time Japan Cricket Player of the Year, Sabarish Ravichandran. Keen to go for it again, I think. So last ball of the over. 6 from it so far, including a couple off a wide. And they will scamper again. So plenty of singles out there, and I'm sure the Sharks will be taking note of how easy it is that these guys are finding it to get singles, but also how hard it is they're finding to hit boundaries. 50 up, 10 overs gone. Ranjith Murali, of course, usually opens the batting in the 40 overs. In the season where they won the title, he was a big player for them. Made lots of runs that year. Nuggety left-hander. Sparrows looking pretty hot out there. And of course, Yoshi, the ground here, put together and created with a lot of help from Sano City and the members of the Sano Supporter Club. You can see some banners around the grounds.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about any of those companies that have helped you particularly with the ground stuff?
Wonderful.
You can see the banners over there.
Yeah.
Main JCA sponsors, and we've got some down here.
Oh, yeah, Sano Supporter Club, Ogano, Kaika, Showa Denki.
You've had some help from from the golf course nearby, and they help you occasionally, give you some of their equipment and scarifiers, things like that.
Yeah, it's Yoshizawa Sekkai's chairman. Yeah,
Yeah.
Help. Yeah, he's
Well,
also.
he's gone after that. It's uppish, but it hasn't carried to the man in the deep, so just a single. And Ashley Thurgate continues to make things tough for these batters. Yeah, Yoshizawa-san, he's a big supporter of cricket in Sano.
Yeah, he helped to bring some machine. Yeah, and also,
Cut away pretty hard, but again, fielded on the boundary, just a single.
Yeah. Sake, 日本酒カンパニーに第一市場、big 漢字開花。
Yeah, just behind the third screen there, you can see on the screen on the right.
Yeah, 1 month ago, me and Sato and new coach Ardeen went to Kaika.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and Daishijo Kaika chairman Shimada-san's brother went to Zimbabwe when he was young to volunteering. So yeah, very good.
Dino went to meet him.
Yeah.
Now, talking about Zimbabwe, we should probably check in on the ODI score. Zimbabwe had, of course, bowled Australia all out for 140, and they are 138 for 7. They need 4 more runs to win with 3 wickets in hand and 12 overs. So they've made it hard work of it, but they look set to get there. That will please our Zimbabwean coach, I'm sure. Chance to beat Australia.
I have one concern thing in Sano Braves.
Yes, what are you concerned about in the Sano Braves?
Yeah, Coach Ardeen every time said to kids, let's watch Zimbabwe's game. It's very rare in cricket world.
Yeah.
Sometimes let's watch in the game. Let's watch Australian game.
He's just going to have to watch Zimbabwe lose. Well, he'll be happy today. He can show them winning. Now, change of bowler. They've obviously sized this up and think that spin is the way to go because Dougal Bedingfield is going to roll his arm over. Doesn't do it that often. But with 11 overs gone and the Tigers battling, Dougal's going to use his height and deliver some of those off spinners. Let's see how this goes. This could be a defining part of the game. If he goes well, he bowls his 4 overs. Tigers could be in trouble, but it could go the other way. He might get targeted, get taken down. I'm sure Sabara should be keen to get after him. Ashley Thurgate's bowled his 4 overs, 2 for 23. Excellent stuff from Ashley. Mahesh is over. None for 7. So Dougal's just milked into the leg side for that first delivery. Perhaps a bit too straight. Now we'll have to come around the wicket to the left-hander. Just setting his field, so he's got a long on, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg, a deep cover. So just 4 out, unless I'm missing someone. It's in the air, it's going to be safe. 1 bounce, fielder from deep cover comes in. Of course, Yoshi, we're not just preparing for the Embassy Cup next weekend. There's an international tournament coming up.
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah, it's very good year for every cricketer.
The last time the Japan men's team played international cricket at home was 2016.
Long time
East
ago.
Asia Cup, where they lost the final 6 years ago. It's been nearly 4 years since they played any match at all. So, such is the reality of associate cricket. Don't get a lot of opportunities. Particularly out here in the East Asia Pacific, where all the don't have any near neighbours to play. COVID hasn't helped, of course. But yeah, I think everyone's very excited.
Yeah.
And you will, of course, be bringing up another spectacular turf pitch.
Yeah.
Is it going to favour the spinners? That's in the air, but it's going to land safe between 3 fielders into the Bermuda Triangle. Is it going to favour the spinners, those pitches, or are you going to make it a bit harder and bouncier for the fast men?
Yeah, of course, for fast bowler.
He's got all of that. Sabara wide of the fielder. Good effort, but a much needed boundary. Much needed boundary.
Yeah, very enough time to prepare. So
66 for 3 after 12. Yeah, lots of time.
Yeah.
And of course, our consultant groundsman is coming over.
Yeah.
Todd Luckhurst has his visa. Flights are booked.
Yeah.
Is he going to stay with you?
Yeah, it's very thankful. Yeah, we need very
Expertise.
Yeah, turf pitch is very specialty. It's very special. So not many people
In Japan have those skills. Yeah, it's like a science almost. So Benningfield's over, gone for 8. He talks a lot about getting out of his overs, making sure he finishes on a good note. Last ball went for 4, so he'll be seething quietly about that, I'm sure. Meanwhile, at the other end, it's going to be another change, I think. Atiq Ahmed is going to have a bowl. Never seen this guy play. Let's see how he goes. Well, fairly military medium. Mooley tries to drive, but just hits it straight to the fielder. No run there. Atiq Ahmed, new to the cheapest Sharks this year. He used to be a Paddy Foley's player, I believe. He's lost that one down the leg side. Durgate does well to cut it off. Wide is signalled. Now, most of the time, Yoshi, when you're commentating, you're commentating in Japanese.
日本語で
You're enjoying being here, commentating in English, showing the world what you've got with your language skills.
So you and me both Japanese?
Sure.
ちょっと
頑張りましょうね。
日本語コメンテーターやってみましょう。
こんにちは。
But yeah.
今日はいい天気。
Yeah.
Today is a nice weather day.
Yeah, but
Kind of.
日本語の勉強してますね。
I am studying Japanese as hard as I can, yes. But unfortunately, it takes me a long time. Because, you know, I'm at work all day, Yoshi. I go home, I've got a little baby to look after.
Yeah.
When am I going to study? Tough times. I didn't have that excuse for the first 6 years I was here, I know, but still.
So, how is your daughter?
My daughter, she's very well.
Already speaking?
Not speaking yet. So I learned something very interesting when I was in England on my recent trip back. Children who grow up speaking 2 languages start speaking later.
Later? So
normally, children would start speaking around 18 months, which is what she is now. But children who grow up speaking 2 languages, apparently, don't start speaking until maybe 2 years. But then by the time they are 3 years old, they catch up. Because they have to listen to everything in both languages, and their brain is putting each language into its own box. But she understands lots in both languages. So she's at the stage now where I can say to her, bring me that teddy bear, and she will bring it to me. Or bring me that beer, and she will bring it to me. It's quite useful. It's like a dog. She's my little pet. I give her a pat on the head and say, well done. Of course, she does wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, so that's not great. It's been a long day for me, Yoshi.
Had a long day every day.
Every day. 毎日長いの日ね. So, 69 for 3. 3 runs from this over so far, one of them from a wide. Again, the batter's struggling to really get the ball away. Tell you what we haven't done. We haven't checked in on the other game. Let's see if that's more exciting than this one, because we are rolling along a little bit pedestrian. So, the Rising Stars, just over halfway. They are 11 overs gone. They are 66 for 3. Ashik Chowdhury's in. He's going okay. 27 off 26. And Ubaidus Shobon Saeed has just come in. Now, he is an incredibly aggressive batter, and he's currently 1 off 5. So, Perhaps they're struggling over there to get to grips with the turf pitch as well, but Navi Negi causing problems, 2 for 10. Vikash Ranjan's picked up 1. So the men in blue, one's down, 4 down suddenly. Chowdhury's gone, Vikash has just picked up another. So 66 for 4 after 11, that doesn't look too good, does it? 69 for 3 after 13 over here, so, you know, not looking magnificent either. The swing and a miss. Hand on heads from everyone. Bedingfield tearing his hair out. Getting a second over though, Bedingfield, so that last ball boundary from his previous over hasn't cost him. Single off the second ball. Tigers move on to 70. Yoshi, have you spent much time in the tea room today? Of course, this wonderful ground decked out with the tea room. Lovely place to watch cricket.
Yeah.
Sitting on the deck, having a drink, having some food. It's been in there today. Have they got any specialties on? What are they serving?
Yeah, please watch my grandma video. Yeah, lots of kind of tea you can drink.
That's very true, actually. We should talk about the groundsman videos. Every Friday they are released for those. You may not be in Japan, but if you want to know a little bit about Japan cricket. He's gone for one. That is going to go down the throat of the field. The man's there, and he has caught it. Just dangerously close to the rope. But that is Bedingfield getting Ravichandran. It's a big wicket. You can see from the Sharks celebrations. The catcher, Munib Siddiq, he'll be relieved. I'm sure his heart would have been in his mouth as that came towards him. Well then, 71 for 4. Into the 14th over. They're going to need to get going, aren't they? Well, you said 130 would be a good score.
Yep.
I think they're struggling to get there, but I've been wrong before. 60 from 6 overs is doable, but they're going to need to get on with it. Sabara is not looking happy as he arrives at the team 10, as you'd expect. So yes, the groundsman video, they're here to tell everyone what's happening and give an insight into how you're looking after the pitches, what's on in the tea room.
Yeah.
It's only, 2 to 3 minutes every video. We've had Jared Shearer dropping in this year from Fuji to give updates for down there. Essential viewing for any fan of Japan cricket and anyone who plays. Watch the groundsman's videos. You enjoy those?
Yeah. Sometimes
appeals to your creative side.
Sometimes, I'm actor. Sometimes I'm director. Sometimes just a cameraman. Yeah.
So Manoj Bhardwaj, a new man in. He was in the commentary box earlier. Off the mark, first ball, just a flick into the leg side for a single. Easily fielded by Atik Ahmed.
Something mainly about tea room information. So please watch and new information. Still kakigori is season.
Oh, that's the shaved ice, right?
Yeah.
He's gone after that. Mooley, he's going to get himself out. He has. Bedingfield strikes again. 2 wickets in the over. It's a really silly thing to do. With Ravichandran just dismissed 2 balls ago. Now the other set batter has got himself out by trying to hit over the offside boundary fielder. It's a big ask to clear a fielder at extra cover, and he's not done it. think that was Atiq Ahmed taking the catch. I'll have to double check that. He was out there a moment ago. What do you think, Yoshi? Tigers making things hard for themselves here.
Sharks, really good. Lots of spinner and
They've figured out how to do it, haven't they?
Not fast bowler, but really, smart. One line is fine. Good fielding position and no some drops, but good catches. Current rate is just 5. It's really good for T20s.
Yeah, struggling to make 100 at this rate. So, Thakur, the new batsman, and Ahmed, fresh from taking that catch, he's going to continue his bowling spell. No, he's not. No, he's not. What am I saying? He's been replaced. I have no idea who this bowler is. I need my team sheet. Hamad Khan's going to have a bowl. Oh, and he comes. Looks like it's going to be another spinner. Looks like a leggy to me. First time I've seen him. Oh, overthrow. Oh, come on, fellas. You need every run you can get. So they were very alert earlier. You got 2 new batters in, and that rhythm's been broken. And these guys are too worried about getting out. You've got to score some runs, boys. Got to have something to defend. There was some AC in this room, couldn't we, Yoshi? It's a bit warm.
Yeah.
You were talking about kakigori. After we were setting up the ground on Thursday, the JCA staff are all out there, putting out the boundary ropes, putting out the banner boards, moving the sight screens and the scoreboard. Hot, thirsty work. I helped myself to a melon kakigori. Shaved ice. It's very good, very refreshing on a hot day.
Shaved ice in your country, England?
It's slightly different. But we have something called a slush puppy.
Slush puppy?
Slush puppy.
Slush puppy.
Yeah, it's more of a drink but it's just lots of crushed ice with the same flavour thing poured into it, which is just all sugar, really.
What kind of flavour? Just like strawberry or melon?
Yeah, exactly, that kind of thing. It's like a cordial type thing. Yeah, the slush puppies are pretty good. I think they're called something else in America. Flicked into the leg side again. Manoj Bhardwaj. Manoj is capable of batting time, but it's not his natural game to come out and thrash boundaries. So, going to need some support from the guys at the other end, I think. He can rotate the strike easily enough. But right now, the Sharks will be feeling very happy about how this game is. 15 overs gone, 74 for 5. Now, in the last match, it was around this time that both teams really got going. But that was on the synthetic. We're on the turf now, asking different questions. Ahmad Khan's bowled a decent first over. And Ibi Takahashi is going to return. So it looks like he's going to bowl the first 2 overs and he's going to bowl at death as well, I suspect. It's unusual for him not to bowl all 4 of his overs, so I suspect he'll be bowling the 16th and the 18th overs. Bedingfield, despite 2 wickets and 3 balls, is removed from the attack. Takahashi, of course, in the Japan national squad, hoping to get selected for that tournament in October, taking on Korea and Indonesia. double round robin that tournament will be. Every team playing each other twice. The winner going through to the regional final where they'll play Papua New Guinea, Philippines, and then another qualifier from the Pacific region being played in Vanuatu. I think that starts next week. So we will be following that with interest. Oh, full and wide. Couldn't get hold of it. Loopy. Good dip though. Dropped on him late. And Thacker couldn't get near it. Ooh.
It's a LBW or a run out?
I reckon that's out, you know. Yeah. What's he given? Is he giving it run out or is he giving it LB? I mean, he's definitely out.
No, LBW.
He's giving it LBW. First of the day. It looked pretty out. And he was definitely run out too.
Yeah.
But nobody celebrated with the fielder, so I'm going to say it was... Yeah, watching that back on the replay, looks pretty out.
Oh.
So, Takahashi strikes. Joe George, the new batter. Haven't seen him playing in Division 1 for a while. I'm sure he'll... Well, I'm not sure, but I suspect he'll take the new ball. He always used to. 75 for 6, and Tigers are in all sorts of trouble here, struggling to make 100. But still runs on the board. Don't judge the pitch until both sides are batted. Rising Stars 84 for 4. Ubaitis has got himself going. 26 off 18. 93 for 5 now from coming into the 15th over. So they're doing a little bit better over there than the Tigers are. 6 down now. Takahashi still asking questions.
Yeah, in 15 overs, 1 run, 0 out, 0, 0. Yeah.
It's a good over. 1 run from it. Alright, Khan to continue. He's got that one away to the leg side boundary, but comes back for 2. It's been all spin apart from those 2 overs from Munib Sadiq and 2 overs for Hamid Bacha, so Sharks' plan very clear. Be interesting to see if it's taken up by the Tigers. Sorry, I've robbed Atiq Ahmed of his over as well. So 5 overs of seam. Oh dear. Well, you'll be spinning the ball as much as you want. If you don't pitch it, they've got off lightly there. You can't blame the pitch for that one. High full toss. You just hit it out gently to the fielder for a single. I think Dougal Bedingfield said that 2 overs was enough for him.
Yeah, very good result for him.
Yes. Didn't need to bowl anymore.
Yeah.
And of course, the Sharks have previously Japan's premier off-spinner in their ranks, Tsuyoshi Takeda,
Yeah.
man of the match in a victorious East Asia Cup final, bowling his off-spin. Well, that was 4 years ago, and his bowling hasn't really been seen since.
He never bowl again.
Pretty much. I mean, he tried. And he's opted out of the Japan national squad this year due to family commitments, apparently, which we're all slightly disappointed about. He's shown some good form with the bat, and he'll play a major part in the run chase. I think he's been opening the batting a bit this year in the T20s, so we might see him do that again. Of course, played some memorable innings in the Japan Cricket League finals, man of the match in 2 separate finals, winning the game for the Sharks.
Well,
Last year's perhaps the most memorable.
3 overs left, so
3 overs left, just
yeah.
5 from that over, and you're going to go and
Yeah.
get yourself ready to sweep the pitch and
Yes, if
make it looking beautiful for the second innings.
computer,
Beautiful.
beautiful. Sorry.
Beautiful computer.
Yeah.
Good luck, Yoshi. Thank you for joining me.
Hi.
Will we see you for the second innings?
Maybe no.
Oh, Yoshi.
Ramen time.
Ramen time. Lucky you. Can you bring me a ramen? All right, Yoshi. Thank you. That was Yoshitaka Uehara. Okay, the seam is back on. Munib Sadiq is back. He's going to run in, hit the pitch hard, see if he can take advantage of the variable bounce. 3 overs to go, 80 for 6. Can the Tigers drag themselves to 100? Got to give themselves something to bowl at. We did see in the first game the Paddy Foley successfully defended 120, and that was on the synthetic. So, you're not out of the game by any means, but God, you're going to need to bowl well. That's decent from Sadiq, full, straight, squirted away down to fine leg. Keeper goes after it. Sadiq in again. Ooh, that has not missed by much. Well, there's intent from Joe George. No doubt about that, but 1 off 5 isn't really matching the intent, is it? The result's not coming. Sadiq bustles in once more. It's just a single. Bedingfield on the circle throws hard. They might come back for 2. No, they should have done if the batters are a bit more alert. Just a reminder, if you're not already, you can follow us on Twitter at Cricket Japan. Go and join the 18,000 people who are already following us. We'd love to see you. Oh, hello. Celebrations. Another wicket's down. Tigers' troubles continue. It's a direct hit run out. The batter's run into the bowler. Well, he's accepted it and walked off. I reckon the batter might have a bit of a cause for complaint there. Have to see that again. I suppose the bowler doesn't have to get out of the way, does he? Interesting. You can see how that gets brought up in the reports. Anyway, run-outs happened. All very quick. Bardwaj, the man, gone. New batter is Mr. Thomas. Gonna have to check Mr. Thomas's first name. Nibu Thomas. The run out was affected by Ibi Takahashi. Oh, it's another run out. Another direct hit. Well, the Sharks really upping it now. 2 direct hit run-outs in quick succession. They had another direct hit run-out earlier. Well, direct hit wasn't a run-out in the end. And I reckon that last one was Arsal Sahel. So, wickets falling, tumbling, we should say, here at the Sano International Cricket Grounds. Nibu Thomas, run out without facing. Now, in Australia they call that a diamond duck, if you run out without facing. Personally, I don't think that's a suitable term. I think a diamond duck sounds like a really good kind of duck. I think run out without facing, it's a rubber duck. The worst kind of duck you can have. Sorry, Nibu. You are today's winner of the rubber duck. Takahashi will continue. Joe George is still there. Vikash Jazz now come to join him. That is a big swing. He's got hold of it. It's going to go all the way for 6. So that's a welcome strike. A little bit of relief for the Tigers, who haven't had a lot to cheer about of late. Vikash has just swung the bat and got hold of it. Little smile from Ibi Takahashi to himself. Done a bit of damage to his figures. Into his 4th over, 1 for 14 now after that 6. He'll ask a question there, but nothing doing. Suitably outside the line. Thurgate takes the bails off because, you know, that's what keepers do. Square leg umpire makes him put them back on himself. Takahashi continues. Another big swing. I'll go out into the offside this time. Fielder will cut that off. Come back for 2. Well, a little bit of momentum coming. 8 runs so far from this over. 2 balls still to come. I've been calling him Joe George, Joe George. That's a bit of a leading edge. So, last ball for Takahashi. Ooh. That's the over. Got through it pretty quickly. 92 for 8. One over to go for the Tigers. Desperately hoping to call them by their weight of 3 figures. The Sharks will be delighted with this showing. I've no doubt about that. But I'd say it's not going to be easy to score these runs. We've seen the Tigers, they do have a good batting lineup and they have struggled out there today. So if it's hard for them, you suspect it'll be hard for the other guys as well. Heavy use of spin. And that is carved through the offside. 4 runs. That's a great shot. Well, Vikas Jars figured out how to bat on this pitch. Took the number 10 to work it out. But he's carved another boundary. He's already now hit as many boundaries as anyone else in the team in this innings. Oh, down he goes. Getting my batters mixed up. It was Joe George who hit that last boundary. Sadiq looking to finish things off. Well, that was a thick edge. It will fly down to 3rd man. They'll cut it off. They'll come back for the 2nd. That's good running. Bit of urgency. It's good. After the breaking the partnership between Ravi Chandran and Mooley, and Mohammed actually more so. The urgency really ran off from them. There was not a lot of scampering, but we're seeing a bit more of it now. Possibly too little too late, but they should make 100 now. 98 for 8 with 3 balls to go. Oh, it's a great shot. That's smeared over point. 4 runs for Gijo George. And these two, well, a little cameo at the end here. 84 for 8 with 2 overs to go. They've put on 18 and 10 balls. Two left. It's a big swing and a miss. They've got to 100. 10 runs from Sadiq's final over with 1 to come. Where are the Tigers going to finish? What am I going to do with my 10-minute break? Not very much. Not much you can do with a 10-minute break when this commentary box is so far from the rest of the action. I'm a bit isolated up here. Sadiq comes in, bowls it again, another swing, bottom edge, I'll scamper a single. So, 103 for 8 the Tigers will finish on. Let's see. And they'll take a bit of a lift in that last partnership. Just make them feel a little bit better about things. Glancing over on ground 2, 120 for 7 from 18 overs. Ubaidas has departed. Gurdeep Dua knocking him over. He's taken 2. There's the big man. So it looks like they've got a bit more to bowl at, the Rising Stars. Interesting game over there. So, the team's coming off. We will be back in 10 minutes for the resumption and see if the Chiba Sharks can chase down 104 to win. welcome back. Second innings about to get underway. Teams are out there. Ibrahim Takahashi is taking guard. Tsuyoshi Takada standing at the other end. Chiba Sharks chasing 104 to win in this second of the live streamed JCL T20 quarterfinals. In the morning we saw Paddy Foley's come through against Alpha Quashers in a bit of a surprise. Whilst on the streamed game, Tokyo Falcons got home against the Tokyo Titans in a thriller, really. Came out of nowhere to chase it down. 57-run partnership of 27 balls at the death, getting it with 5 balls to spare. Now, over on ground 2, the Rising Stars have made 133 for 9. I think that might be 135 for 9, actually, but that'll get updated later. Whilst over here, Chiba Sharks looking to book their place in finals day. Needing just 104 to do so. Abhijit Sasikumar opening the bowling. Just goes by Abby. Should we go with Abby Sassy? Sounds like a good name, Abby Sassy. Sassy Abby. Single take and sharp bit of work behind the stumps. Takada is safe. Thought we might have had a second rubber duck of the day there. Takada has got home. Well, right, the Tigers know they need everything they can get here. Every half chance they need to take. Sassy Abbey's back at the top of his mark. Takada taking guard. No need for a helmet for him. Man for the big occasion. Twice MVP in grand finals for Division 1 40 over competition, including last year. And he started with a heave towards extra cover. That has gone for 6. His first ball, he has smacked it over extra cover for 6. Tsuyoshi Takada. Well, we're missing him in the Japan national squad. He's chosen to take a year out. Hopefully it is just a year and he comes back in 2023, but showing already what we're missing. That's quite the shot to open your account. Kansai boy came through the program at Uenomiya. Keeps it along the ground this time. Fielded in the circle. So the Tigers, just having a look at the field, they have a man out at deep extra cover, or deep point really. Didn't get near that first delivery. And they've got a man at long off. Those are the 2 fielders out. 3 fielders on the leg side, and the rest all in the circle on the off. Takada, I reckon he's just got a bit of bat on that. Oh, no, maybe not. I think it's a straight by. The keeper's just not tracked it. Just popped a bit off the deck. By signalled. Last ball over. Nurdle down the leg side, and Takada's off and running again. He's alert at the non-striker's end. Looks like he might have shifted a few pounds since I last saw him. Moving pretty quickly between the sticks. So, good over for the Sharks, 9 from it. Ahead of the rate already. Can take an over off. Of course, no Piyush Kumbhare for the Tigers. Big loss for them in the bowling stakes, particularly playing on turf. His left arm spin would have been a real asset. But without it, they turn to their seamers to begin with. It looks like it's going to be Nibu Thomas to open from the other end. proud owner of a rubber duck. Following the first innings, run out without facing. See if things can go for a bit better for him with the ball. Solid start, driven by Takahashi, misfielded. So they get through for a comfortable single. Score goes into double figures. Now I wonder if Takada, who's captain today, of course, for the Chiba Sharks, I wonder if he's decided that his role is the aggressor. If he's going to go out, play the Nighthawk role, swing hard, get a few runs, get this, eat into this small target as quickly as he can. Well, aggression again, but straight back at the bowler this time. Now, I was interrupted earlier in the Tigers innings. Do follow us on social media if you're not already. Twitter is @CricketJapan, while our Instagram you can find @JapanCricket. We'd love to have you join us. Join the fan base. We're pretty active. Facebook as well, of course, if that's your choice. You can subscribe on YouTube. Plenty of footage there. If you're watching us on the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. It's right there. So Takahashi back on strike after a quick single. Runs in hard, Nibu Thomas. That's pretty wide though. Not going to get away with that. So the drive hits the gap. Deep point fields that though. Sends it back, just a single. Well, the Sharks don't have to do anything spectacular here. When you're only chasing 100, plenty of time, they'll just stay calm. Look to knock these runs off without too much of a fuss, I think. Oh, it's kept low. Well, Takada's done well to keep that out. That's the unpredictable bounce that we were talking about earlier on with groundsman Yoshi. Generally, the pitch has played okay, but there have been the odd one that has just died. Sabarish, Robbie Chandran got one in the first innings, managed to keep it out, and Takada's had the same there. It's been a lot of cloud cover all day, so the pitch hasn't really been baked by the sun, which is what it probably needs. Now he's gone over the top again. That's going to run away. Fielder's chasing it. He's not going to catch it. Oh, he is going to catch it. Nimble use of the foot. Just cuts that off. And they'll come back for 3, I think. That's good fielding. Always get a bit nervous when fielders put their foot on the ball. All sorts of things can go wrong. Well, I hope he's not wearing spikes and he's just put a big hole in the ball. 16 for none after 2 overs, the Sharks. Good start. These two, a new opening partnership for them in T20. Previously Marcus Thurgate would be up there. He's just dropped himself down the order. Takada wanting the responsibility, I think. He's in the side for his batting. So bat he shall. Alright, no change in the bowling. Looks like Sassy Abbey's going to continue with all his sass. In he comes. driven again, but no run that time. Bit of a misfield from Nibu Thomas, but not one that costs anything. Takada sizing him up. Hits that down to long off. Simple single. So yeah, if you are watching us, feel free to get involved on Twitter. You can tweet us. Say something funny. That'd be good. Keep me entertained. Any kind of observation. Just tweet at Japan Cricket. He comes in again. Takada looking to run that down. They'll grab a single as it goes into the gap. Quick welcome to our fans in India watching on the fan code application. Nice to have you with us. Hope you're enjoying the games. May all your players bring you points. Sasiabi just pulls out of his run-up. Takahashi continues to wait. Playing the anchor role, it looks like here. If you weren't aware, of course, we had the T20 World Cup trophy in Japan a little over a week ago. And check out our social medias for pictures of that. Trophy in front of some pretty cool Japanese temples. Another drive through the offside. Clearly attacking this favoured area. They've got back for two that time. It's good running. But yes, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Japan Cricket are represented in all of those. Even got a website, cricket.or.jp, if you want to read up on bits and pieces. The Japan Cricket app is where you can follow the live scores for matches that aren't on the live stream. General mix of English and Japanese. Come and join us. Looking at our YouTube comments, some guy, Raja, says he's lost 5,000. I don't know what that means. Hope that's not pounds or dollars. It would be expensive, wouldn't it? Well, there's a lot of excitement over on ground 2. The Rising Stars are up and about, which would suggest they've just taken an important wicket. And that's clipped into leg side. Is that going to run away? Yes, the foot can't stop it. And that is 4. Takada is going along nicely here, giving the Sharks a brilliant start when they're chasing a small total. "26 runs on the board as we enter the 4th over. And the Rising Stars have an early breakthrough. 2 early breakthroughs. Made it to 135 in their innings, and they have dismissed Navi Negi for just 2 off 7, and Akash Shastri for 0 off 6. 3 runs on the board, 2 wickets down. Rising Stars are up and about. Nebu Thomas comes in again. There's another drive, and they'll sprint through for a single. They're putting pressure on the fielders, and it's causing fumbles. It's allowing them to get through for these singles. It's good running. It's being proactive with the bat, and they're running between the wickets. Fielders don't like it. Just clipped straight down the track. Midon comes in, has a shy, but no danger of a run out there. Kyle Bregan, the tea break advert. Ah yes, that advert, the banner board I'm assuming you're referring to. We have a tea room at the SICG, Sun International Cricket Ground. We serve all sorts of tea. Unfortunately, we cannot get any Yorkshire tea here. We are sponsored by Nito Tea, that's the main tea we serve, but if you want to send us a consignment of Yorkshire tea, I'm sure we'd be delighted. I know I would be. Getting good tea over in Japan has always been a challenge. It's not the only thing that's difficult to get, to be honest. Branston pickle, baked beans, Weetabix, the list goes on. But I digress. That's down the leg side, going to be signalled wide. 3 runs for the Sharks, and as far as the Tigers are concerned, when you're defending such a low total, you cannot be giving away cheap extras. The Sharks were pretty disciplined with the ball. Gave away a few, but didn't really matter because the Tigers weren't firing with the bat. 7 wides. And the Sharks gave away, but the Tigers giving away 3 already. Another one struck into the offside and relayed back. Sharks are enjoying themselves here. Going at more than 8 and over. Run rate required is dropping and dropping. As far as the Tigers are concerned, they need something. Because they're not going to keep the score down. They're not going to restrict them to under 104. They've got to bowl them out, I think. With the start they've had, they've got to pray for a collapse. Well, they've got to force one. Make it happen themselves. Turn the screw. Do something. 4 overs gone. 33 runs. Looks like that something is giving the ball to Subarash Ravichandran. Captain's got it in hand. No, he's passed it on. I think he should be bowling. Subarash is a highly effective leg spin bowler. Fizzes it through, bowls very stump to stump, and if he's not going to come on until after the power play, the game might be done, I'm afraid. That last over from Nebu Thomas. 11 from it, a couple of wides. It's Vikash Jha who has the ball in hand now. Into the 5th over, no spin yet. Sharks, of course, open with spin. Bowled the majority of overs as they're slow bowlers. Tigers are looking for something that hasn't been seen so far. Still, dot ball there. Vimto, Kyle. Definitely not seen on the shelves in my local 7-Eleven. Vikash is in again. He's tried to dig that in a little. Didn't really get up. Takahashi is standing up again. Good over so far from Vikash Jar. Oh, done it again. As soon as I pay someone a compliment, wide down the leg side. Umpire Natarajan quick to signal that. Wicket to wicket that time. No run there. So, what's happening? What's happening around the Japan cricket world? Now, today is a day of women's cricket, where if you're watching on our live stream on YouTube, should you show desire, in about half an hour's time, you should be able to switch over and watch the J-Bash All-Stars. So, Premier women's competition, girls getting together and mostly national squad players fighting out between each other. Hopefully the women will play some international cricket later in the year as well. Announcements coming soon on that, so do keep an eye on our socials. At Japan Cricket on Instagram and at Cricket Japan on Twitter. It's annoying, that inconsistency, isn't it? Should probably just get that changed. If you are on the YouTube, hit subscribe. Make sure you don't miss anything. If you're on Twitter, give us a follow. Feel free to tweet us. And if you're on Instagram, you can just like us. If you want to know more about Japan cricket, there is the Japan Cricket Podcast. Yep, that's it. I'm reaching a new low. I'm plugging my own podcast. Someone's got to do it. Go and have a listen and find out more about these players, who they are, what they get up to, what their backstories are. Plenty of the guys out here today have been on. Dougal Bedingfield, makes regular appearances. Marcus Thurgate's been on. Subarish Ravichandran's been on. Go and have a listen. Okay, he's got the ball. Subarish Ravichandran got the ball in his hand. He's going to roll the last over of the power play, setting his field. A man out on the boundary either side, square of the wicket. Deep with wicket, deep cover. He's got a 5-4 field. Like I said, he will look to bowl straight, I suspect. Challenge the stumps. Bit uppish from Takahashi to begin with, but no run. That has gone for 6. It's a big hit, it's a chance. Not an easy chance. But Ibi Takahashi has absolutely whacked against the spin. Subari's hands are on his heads again. How's he going to respond? Simple from Takahashi, just blocks him next ball as if to say, yep, I got this under control, guys. It's a good power play from these two openers for the Chiba Sharks. They haven't really broken sweat yet. Takahashi's gone uppish again. That's gonna be 6 more, I think. Yep, the arms are up. 6 more for Takahashi. Well, I was talking up Subaru Ravichandran. Bring him on. What do I know? Been hammered for 2 sixes and 3 balls. And this game is rapidly getting away from the Tigers. Takahashi showing what he can do. Making a case for inclusion in the Japan squad for their World Cup qualifiers. Named in the squad last year. Itching to get the shirt on, I'm sure. Ravichandran's getting through these overs quickly. And that has missed the stumps by a whisker. So, eventful over. In the end, there's 13 from it. The Sharks 47 for 0. No wickets down at the end of the power play. They're almost halfway there. I can almost hear Bon Jovi ringing in my ears. I wonder, will Sabarish continue, or will he let those 2 sixes bother him? One of them certainly could have been a catch. So I'd say it's worth another go, but at this point, they've got some fires to fight. They need to get rid of one of these two. They've got to break open this partnership. Takahashi 26 off 23. Takada 16 off 13. Vikas Jha bowled a good first over. Just 1 from it and beating the bat again. So he's finding something in the pitch, but at the moment, with a required run rate of just 4 and over, it's a big ask for the Tigers to find a way back. Takada still going after them, still playing that drive he loves. Bit of swing there from Vikash. Pretty dark out there now, pretty grey and murky, but I don't think there's any chance of any rain. That's a good shot. Takada guides that into the gap between sort of gully and point. Deep point cuts it off. Just a single, but just rotating the strike. Nothing too dramatic. So even with the power play being over, looking around at this field, sort of a long leg, a third man, deep cover, long off, just 4 out it looks like. I mean, they've got to take wickets. Got to take some wickets, boys. I'm sure Sabaris knows that, doesn't need me to tell him. That's another run down to third man. Highly uneventful stuff here. Chiba Sharks in total control. I'm sure a few of their batters will have their feet up, thinking they're not going to need to put their pads on this afternoon. Over on ground 2, the men in blue are trying to haul themselves back into this game against the Rising Stars. They are at the end of their power play, coming up to the end of their power play. One ball to go. They're 23 for 2, chasing 135. And Kit Palmar's going okay. He's 13 off 9. Raul Kool is knuckling down. 2-0 out of 13 at the moment. giving his team a platform. That's what Raul would say. So 49 for none after 7 overs. Ravichandran will continue. Respectfully blocked by Tsuyoshi Takada. No, Ibi Takahashi, sorry. I'm quite a long way away from the action here. Looking through a rather murky window. Tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to change these windows around. That's better. Now I'm just looking through the open window rather than the 80-year-old glass which is covered in dust and various deposits from the wildlife that live in this area. So 50's up for the Sharks, 50 for none. Ravichandran keeps firing in these leg spinning darts, aiming at the top of off pretty much, seeing if he gets a little bit of turn to cause some trouble, but Takada negotiating without any real dramas. Clips that one down through slip for a single. Was that deliberate? Was it an edge? Takada will tell you it was deliberate. Takahashi's gone after that one but didn't connect. Signalling for a change of gloves perhaps. Eight overs gone. Takahashi having a drink. It's pretty muggy and humid out there, so can't blame him for that. But just don't slow the game down, Ibi. The umpires will be on you. 8 overs gone, 51 for none. Ravichandran's over. Second over, just going for 2. So a good comeback from him. Vikas Jha is going to continue from the Karasawa mountain end. That's its unofficial name. It's the name I've just given it. Oh, thick edge. It's going to race down. Third man's going to cut that off. And they're looking for 2, but sent back. Probably was a second run there. I think Takahashi was guilty of ball watching slightly. First of October will be finals day. It will be live streamed again on the JCA YouTube channel. Whether I'll be back again remains to be seen. But the Japan Cricket Association is looking to up the standard of our stream. Production as a whole. Make sure you fans around the world can enjoy watching cricket in Japan. I'm sure many of our overseas viewers won't know a great deal about the game over here. I can tell you there's around 5,000 active players. This is a brand new competition, the JCL T20, 16 teams taking part in this one. But the Japan Cricket League, oh, bowled him. Well, he deserves that, Vikas Jha. He's bowled really well. And that is a proper seed. Stump out the ground. Takahashi has to go. He's batted pretty well. 52 run opening partnership. Got his team halfway towards the total. And Vikas Jha has been bowling beautifully. Finally has his reward. 2.4 overs. 1 wicket for 4 runs. Perhaps he should have taken a new ball. Asal Sohail will be the new man in. intruder on the field. I'm not sure who that guy is. Just he was quickly sent away. But yeah, the Japan Cricket League itself is a 3-division competition. 31 teams taking part across the 3 divisions. And this competition is bridging the gap between the Japan Cup, which is a sort of all-comers competition with something like 63 teams taking part in the Japan Cup this year, the T20 competition that is open for anyone to join. Wherever you are in Japan, you just contact us, let us know where you're based, and we'll put you into a region. 4 regions in Kanto, north, south, east, west. Kansai has their own region. Tokai is a region there. And Tohoku, they've got a region too. So plenty of options for Japan cricket, Japan Cup cricket. And JCL T20 is bridging the gap between that and the Japan Premier League, which takes place in the spring months, usually around the last weekend of April, first weekend of May, weather permitting. Japan Premier League is the premier T20 cricket competition, just 5 teams battling out over 3 days for the title. A bit rain affected this year. Hopefully next year we actually get some sunshine. This competition brought in to bridge that gap between slightly more recreational cricket and high performance cricket. Hence just 16 teams. The strongest clubs all getting a chance to put out their best 11s at T20. That's the idea. Chiba Sharks and Tigers have long history of coming up against each other in the Japan Cricket League. But in T20 cricket, it's entirely possible this is the first time they've ever played. I don't know that for sure, but I'm going to stick my neck out and say it could be. Unless they've come across in Japan Cup finals. But in Japan Cup finals, teams do get diluted. Clubs get diluted. You know, the Tigers are a big club, so they have a couple of teams in the Japan Cup. The Sharks tend to lose some of their players to University 11, quite often take some of their players and other clubs besides. But despite that, they made the final last year, so T20 is a competition, that the format of the game that the Sharks like, and the Tigers as well. They might be going back to the drawing board after today. Ravichandran continues into the 10th over. So they've got the run rate down. And it's driven well by Takada. It'll be cut off. They'll push for 2 and they'll get it. It's good running. Required rate has edged back up towards 5, but I mean there's no drama here, is there? I don't think the Sharks would be too worried about how they're pacing the innings at this point. Plenty of guys to come in who can hit a long ball. Apologies that the camera hasn't switched for this over. Not quite sure what's happened there. Ravichandran gets through his overs pretty quickly. 3 balls gone in this one already. Into the 4th, just blocks back to him. I rather confidently said earlier that the Tigers are no way going to restrict the Sharks in their 20 overs to less than 104. I was wrong in the last game when I talked about the Titans being favourites to get home there, so I could easily be wrong again. Ravichandran is turning the screw, and Vikas Jha has bowled a beautiful spell, but what comes next after these 2 bowlers? The openers were hit out of the attack almost. Ravichandran completes this over 3 from it. I'm going to have to call on the 5th bowler in a moment. Vikas Jha, 3 overs, 1 for 4. Ravichandran, 3 overs, none for 18. It's a good comeback given his first over went for 13. 10 overs gone, 55 for 1. So the Sharks very much on track. No concerns or worries. Takada has so far managed to negotiate the bowling of Vikas Jha. You may well think about just seeing him off here. No, maybe not. Wafting drive. Missed it completely. And I'll tell you what, Vikas Jha is going to go home this evening, and regardless of the result of this game, should be feeling very pleased with his work. Made a few valuable runs at the end. Oh, he's dropped short there, but he's got away with it. Yeah, valuable runs at the end of the innings. Just single figures, but one big 6 on his way to 8 not out, which just played his part in pushing the Tigers up to that 100-run mark. Which, who knows? Could still be all the difference, that little partnership at the end. Takada, who started so well with his driving and judgment, struggling now. Giving a wave to the teammates on the sideline. He's telling them to stop talking. No, he's signaling for gloves, of course he is. Likes to sweat, does Takadi. He still can't get Vikas Jha away. Straight back to the bowler. 4 dots in this over. Honestly, more dots than a ladybird. Speaking of bugs, I'm crawling across my desk. You don't belong here, little fella. It's another swing, it's another miss. It's pretty wide, but he's inside the wide lines. It's been terrific bowling. Vikas Jha. Away swingers. If he's got an in-swinger, now would be the time to bowl it. He's got Takadi driving loosely outside off stump. Well, it's another one that Takada just swings and misses. He's driving so well at the start of the game. Suddenly he's 22 not out of 31. A maiden over for Vikas Jha. The required rate is up towards 5.5. So, Tigers are fighting their way back into this. 49 needed. 54 balls to go. Arsal Sohail at the other end. He's yet to get off the mark. There is batting to come. Dougal Bedingfield, Marcus Thurgate, to name a couple. Can't quite see if they've got their pads on or not. All I can see is Ashley Thurgate's bare torso. Put a shirt on, Ashley. Goodness. Need to get some proper dressing rooms in this place. So there's going to be a change of bowler. It looks distinctly like my other co-commentator from this morning, Manoj Bhardwaj. Now, he corrected me when I told him that he bowled off spin. He will in fact be bowling little meds. He'll trot in, bowl stump to stump. Shirt number 218. Should have asked him what that was all about. If I'd known that was a shirt number, I would have done. It's a silly shirt number. I don't like these 3-digit shirt numbers. I think it looks ridiculous. Well, he'll be hoping to pick up where his teammates have left off, because they've really been strangling the Sharks of late. Well, that's up, it's in the air, it's going to be caught. Well, Arsal Sohail, a 4-ball duck, taken out at deep square leg, just a top edge really, as he tried to paddle it. Manoj Bhardwaj strikes with his first ball. And the cat is officially among the pigeons. You can see the Tigers getting together in a huddle, geeing each other up. They won't be riding this game off, promise you that. Well, we said there was batting in the hutch. Marcus Thurgate has just come out. He will be aggressive. Only really knows one way to bat, Marcus. Batter's crossed, so Takada will be on strike. Juju George, the catcher. So the change worked. So Barrish been plugging away for 3 overs without a wicket. His good mate Manoj turns up, gets one first ball. Oof. Well, they've scampered through for a single there with a ball that didn't really go anywhere. .52 for 2. There's a man lying on the ground. I'm not entirely sure what's up. He's not trying to say he's got cramp. My goodness. Well, they're waving off the field. No, he's fine. Absolutely fine. That was fitting of a Premier League footballer, I'm afraid. Ajay Thakur, stay on your feet, buddy. Get on with the game. Okay, Bhardwaj the third gate. This could be interesting. There's a deep cover. There's a long on. Deep mid wicket. Deep backward square leg. Just 4 out. Third gate will go aggressive. But not from first ball. Just pushes that into the covers, runs through for a single. This is all they need to do. And you need 5 and over. Just push the ball around for a bit. You'll find the odd boundary. But pressure can do funny things. Your brain implosion. Oh, has he feathered that? Not much of an appeal, and the umpires are unmoved, but Takada really dug himself into a hole after a bright start. Just completely lost his rhythm. Hits first ball over extra cover for 6. Looked $1 million. The only thing that's good I can say about this innings now is that he's still there. That's a good shot. Finally timed one. Sweeper will send it back in for just a single. But came off the middle of the bat. Still going at just under 5s. But that required rate edging up towards a run a ball. Which, given how they're going, it's not as easy as it sounds. Quick check across to ground 2. And I can tell you that the men in blue are making a recovery of sorts. They are 47 for 3 at the 10 over mark. So halfway through, they're chasing 136 to win. Rahul Kool 9 off 19 was eventually put out of his misery, but Ankit Palmer's still there. 20 not out of 19. Hitesh Akabari's in. Bit of batting still to come. Might go to the wire, that. I reckon this one could too. The Sharks are... They were absolutely cruising. They brought up the 50 in the 9th over. Since Takahashi got out, they've scored 6 runs in 3.2 overs. Which you might say is not very good. I wouldn't say that, of course. I wouldn't be so cruel. Well, Juju George is on. It's another dot, bowling similar sort of stuff. to what Vikas Jha was bowling. I don't know what he's got on his shirt sleeves. There will be words about that after the game, I can assure you. That is not suitable undershirt clothing. Takada goes after that with a drive through the infield. Fielder will be disappointed with that, but just a single. Brings Thurgate back on strike. Thurgate goes straight, tries to go over the top. Doesn't quite connect. And it's a single. Now, 60 for 2, 61 for 2 of 12.4 overs. George to continue. There was an appeal there, but the umpire is unmoved. Mentioned previously that the J-Bash All-Stars is available on the stream as well over on our YouTube channel. Girls are in action. Team Yellow against Team Pink. Well, there's an appeal going on here. Nothing's been given by the umpires. I think there was a feeling that the ball had hit the wicketkeeper, gone back onto the stumps, and the batter was out of his crease. He wasn't. The umpire is unmoved. And we continue. 13 overs gone, 61 for 2. Yes, the J-Bash All-Stars Women's Cricket played down at the Nagasawa ground in Kawasaki, more of a football field really than a cricket pitch, but suitable enough for the J-Bash. Production quality not quite as good as we've got here today, but once this game concludes, if you want to switch over, see what women's cricket in Japan looks like, feel free to do so. Bardwaj is going to continue. A wicket at the cost of just 3 runs in this first over. That run rate required has now gone above 6. So Tsuyoshi Takada's been in for the full innings. He's now 26 off 38. It's been a strange old innings, but looks like there might be a bit of luck here. A thick edge from Thurgate. No, Takada, sorry. Thick edge from Takada, and he's got a couple. Am I just getting this all wrong? What was a thick edge from Thurgate, but they only ran 1. Well, there we go. Release shot from Tsuyoshi Takeda. Finally, getting one out of the middle. Over the top. Smeared over extra cover. Fell just short of clearing the ropes. 4 runs. Moves into the 30s. And suddenly the run rate drops back below 6 and over. So, shows how much one boundary can change things. These guys, they've got to keep calm. They've got to wait for the ball that they can hit. And when they get it, they've got to take advantage. Looking at the field, they've got 5 out for Bardwaj. One of those is going to pick this up after a missed field. It's Barish Ravichandran, unusual. So deep cover, long off, long on. Mid wicket, square leg of the men back. Thurgate taking guard, he's 2 or 4. Changing the field, both long on and long off come up. That is surprising, because that is Marcus Thurgate's favourite area. Deep backward square still there, deep mid wicket still there. Thurgate doesn't know whether to stick or twist really, he's just played all around that. Thumps into the pads, but angling down leg side, so no run there. Last ball over, and I would be expecting Thurgate to go over the top of long on here if he gets the right ball. There you go, that's what he's trying to do. Didn't get a hold of it, it's fallen safe, but he's certainly eyeing up that gap, and maybe that's what the captain's thinking. Tempt him. Give him the opportunity and say, alright, if you hit it properly, good shot, but if you don't, we'll get you out. Well, didn't come off that time, but it could have done. 8 off that over. It's amazing what a boundary can do. 69 for 2 from 14. 35 still needed from 36 balls. Local bikers are in town. Don't know if you hear that on the stream. The microphones pick up the bikes going past. Somewhat of an irritant, those guys, but unfortunately we can't shoot them. Gijo George will continue. Good first over from him as well. Just 3 runs from it. And again, mid on, mid off, in the circle. Deep backward square leg, 3rd man, deep cover. Just 3 out. Marcus Thurgate. Mind games, I reckon. Try and dot him up. Wait for that release shot that he needs. Good accurate bowling first ball. George comes in again. Slings it down. Thurgate goes over the top. And that's a big hit. Falls just short of a maximum. 4 runs for Marcus Thurgate. It's a brave tactic, this one, having the fielders up. Daring him to go after the bowler. But if it doesn't work, this game could race away from the Tigers. And they have dropped a fielder back now. Long on has gone back. No surprise. And Thurgate goes leg side this time. Just one bounce to the fielder, just a single. Boundaries are so important. And you need 5 and over, and they've got it from this over already. First 3 balls. Any more runs will be a bonus. Dropped a bit short there, George, but got away with it. Ball didn't quite get up and angling into Takeda's hip. Should have been an easy clip away, but went a bit too hard at it. Well, that's where he likes it. Takeda carved into the offside once again. And there's confusion here. There's going to be a run out. They've made a real mess of that, these two. They know each other so well. It was no, 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 yes. I don't know why Thurgate set off. He's run himself out in the end. It's not his fault. He was saying no. Tackler was halfway down the pitch. And Thurgate decided to go suddenly. Tackler knows that's his fault. Thurgate trudges off. 8 off 9. He's done a roll. Wicket's not really the problem at this point in the game, to be honest. I don't think the Sharks need to be too worried. Tackler's still there. Playing the guiding hand. Now I was expecting Dougal Bedingfield to be next in. He's not, which is interesting. I should be able to tell you who is in a moment. Well, the new batter looks like Atiq Ahmed to me. Yep. Tackler pushes that into the leg side. He wants to, but is sent back. So 15 overs gone, 76 for 3. Now at the 15 over mark, the Tigers are on 74. So these two teams are neck and neck, really. Ravichandran's got 1 over left, and he looks like he's going to give it to himself now. Well, it's interesting. He must have been tempted to hold himself back a little bit further. Even keep himself for the final over would have been tempting. But he wants to get rid of the tackler, I think. Looking at the way the Tigers have used their bowlers. 6 have had a go. Vikas Jar, the pick of them, 1 for 4 from 4 overs, which is extraordinary effort. Suspect the openers have done their bit. I think the guys we're seeing now will bowl out, probably. Tackler, 36 to his name now from 47 deliveries. Atiq Ahmed takes strike. 27 runs needed. Well, it's a big swing. It's going to bounce safe. Just a single. So, from first ball, Ahmed showing some intent. Looks clear what he's been sent out to do. Try and get a few away. Let Tackler keep doing what he's doing. Everyone else who comes in, just try and hit boundaries. 1 boundary and over wins you the game. From here. Tackler again, just driven gently down to long off. Single taken. to do this time? Swings again. The call is for 2. And they're pushing and they'll get it. It's well run. Wasn't a great throw. Sabarash just letting him know that. Swings again, but no run this time. So that over for the, well, 5 from it. The required 5. 81 for 3. 4 overs to go. 24 balls, 23 runs required. Well, we thought this might be a cruise for the Sharks. I wouldn't say they're sweating, but at one point it looked like they were going to knock this off in no time. They've laboured a little, I would have to say, after a really good start. They had 33 runs after 4 overs. And then it all slowed down once Vikas Jar started his spell. Right. Gigi George continues. Half appeal, not quite sure what for. Takada having a bit of a stretch. Suddenly it's 23 from 23. No, he's appealing again, likes an appeal. "15 overs gone in the other game. Men in blue, 83 for 4. Recovering from being 3 for 2 over there. 15 overs gone, they need 53 from 5. 6 overs remaining. Going to be an interesting finish in that one too. That one's hit straight back past the bowler. Just a single. Atik Ahmed, despite apparently being sent in to be the aggressor, is just 3 from 3. Hasn't quite managed to nail one out the middle yet. There we go, got all of that. Oh, dropped. Well, got it out of the middle, went to the fielder. He shelled it, he got to it, got both hands to it, into the midriff and straight back out. Nibu Thomas, he's not had a good day. Rubber duck in the first innings. Expensive spell with the new ball. And now a drop catch. cricket can be a cruel mistress. Still just 2 off this over though. It's been a good one so far. And that is pedalled around the corner. Bit of a chase on. They want to. Takada responds to the call of no this time and goes back. Marcus Thurgate will be wondering why he didn't do that last time round. So 3 from the over, 1 ball remaining. I mean, if they tick along like this, they'll need 5 off the last over and that'll be okay, I should think. Required rate is up to 6.5, but 6 off the last over, you're backing yourself, aren't you? Oh, it's another big swing and nothing doing. So you can try and hit the ball too hard sometimes. I think that's what Atiq Ahmed is guilty of. 84 for 3, 17 overs. 20 runs needed, 18 balls remaining. Just a handful of big shots away, really. Takada just getting some attention. Looks a bit cooked. Batting 17 overs. Been out in the field for 20, of course. Who says cricket isn't for athletes? Okay, so bowlers limbering up, and the man who I was just burying, who dropped the catch, Nibu Thomas, has got the ball in his hand. Well, it's either going to be a horror day for him or it's going to be a great one. He's been asked to be the hero now. Come in and produce some magic, because with 3 overs to go, he may well end up bowling 2 of them. 777 on his back. As I said before, 3 digits on a shirt. Not a fan. Looks ridiculous. But if you can deliver with the ball in hand, Nibu will be the one having the last laugh. So Yoshi Takada 39 off 52. 1416, and that 6 came with the very first ball he faced. So, still in the balance, 20 runs required. Takada on strike. Oh, stumps everywhere. Nibu delivers. There we go. Well, he looks pumped too. Good on him. Well played, that man. Finally got something to smile about after a tough day. It's been a good show from Takada though. He's held things together. He started so brightly, he faded, and he got himself back a little bit later on. Now striding out with purpose looks distinctly like Munib Sadiq. I'm going to check I've got that right. Yeah, I reckon that is. Got a few runs in him, Munib, but more known for his bowling. Interestingly, Dougal Bedingfield still in the hutch. You'd think that his experience and expertise would be pretty welcome around about now. Maybe just tweak something bowling those 2 overs. Needs a little bit of a lie down. Ashley Thurgate, another person who might have fancied his chances as a left-hander. Just cause a few problems with the angles. Maybe grab the odd extra. The Tigers have really tightened up actually. They conceded a few wides early on, but since then, been much, much better. Haven't given away anything. So Thomas again. Sadiq goes for the big hit. He'll scamper well enough, so they'll get 2. So a pretty wild throw, but no damage done. Okay, where does Nebu Thomas go next? He's been exposed on the leg side. Sadiq looking straight. Single. 3 from this over so far. Just looking around the field, we've got a long off, long on, and then nothing until fine leg. The third man and the deep cover, so Thomas needs ball straight. Oh, we've got a mid-wicket dropping back. Third man's coming up. So giving himself a bit of cover for Atiq Ahmed, who has been swinging pretty hard towards the leg side. Can't protect everywhere. In he comes, Nebu Thomas. Oh, dead ball. Just fails in his run-up. Not quite sure what happened there. Maybe a bug flew into his face or something. Few of those around here. Could it just be nerves for the tension? Who knows? Didn't look happy about things, did he? Someone just asking if these guys are professional cricketers. No, clearly not. It's Japan cricket. No professional cricketers here. These guys, all amateur cricketers, just playing the game for fun and enjoyment. There's a good strike. I'll get back for a couple there. Every run counts now. 5 off this over. Keeping themselves in the hunt. It's brilliant Art Friday on the YouTube chat suggesting that it's all controlled by the bookies. It's amusing. I can assure you there are no bookies having any influence on this game of cricket. It's just tight. We don't play on turf pitches very often. These guys struggling to figure out how to bat on it. Bowlers not giving anything away. Low scoring games tend to produce the most tension, drama. Atiq Ahmed, what can he do now? It's a big swing again, it's into the leg side, all the fielders are back, so they'll get 1. Sadiq was tempted by a second. They'll have a single to go. 1 ball left in this over. They'd kill for a boundary now, wouldn't they? Just to relieve the tension. 14 needed. 13 balls. Munib Sadiq, what have you got? Well, no, oh, it's going to be a run out. Atiq Ahmed, and he's throwing his bat on the floor. He'll be reported for that. He went charging down the track. He's now slumped on the floor right next to the umpire. What's he up to? Oh, he'll be in hot water. He needs to leave the field. Run out by a country mile. New batters coming out. Atiq Ahmed finally walks off. Finally, at last, the bedding field has stepped out. Just over on ground 2 in the other quarter final. The men in blue are 93 for 4, 2.5 overs to go, chasing 135. They require 43 runs from 2.5 overs. I reckon the Rising Stars are in the box seat there. Fantastic performance from them. And another surprise team on the way to finals. They'll have some belief about them, those guys. They'll feel like they might be able to cause a real stir in this competition. Well, back to the action. Bedingfield is here, joining Sadiq, his coach at the national squad, of course. Dougal Bedingfield, coaching the Japan men's team. 90 for 5, the Sharks, 14 needed, 2 overs to go. Bedingfield will have the strike. So 6 runs from that over from Nebu Thomas. It's a good comeback. 2 wickets in it. 1 for him, 1 to run out. Bedingfield sizing things up. Looking to go leg side. Oh, he's given him. Goodness me. Fingers up. First ball, Dougal Bedingfield. GG George, cock a hoop. Well, doesn't look happy about it, but he's got to go. I reckon that's clipping the top of off stump. So I've been hanging out waiting for him. And it's a big round 0 for Dougal Bedingfield. Off he walks. 2 wickets and 2 balls. 90 for 6. The Tigers are on a team hat-trick. Goodness me. Chaos in this game. This game looked done and dusted after 4 overs of the chase. 33 runs on the board after 4 overs. It looked like they were cruising. It's all gone horribly wrong for the Sharks. They're still alive. Hamid Batcher's in. He can swing the bat, but suddenly there's a lot of emphasis on Munib Sadiq Mian now. Hamid Batcher takes guard. George comes in. Oh, he's got hold of that. That's a great shot. That's going to go to the ropes. It's 4. First ball. Hamid Batcher smeared over extra cover. The pendulum swings again. It's just steps away, frees his arms. It's a great shot. Great shot in any circumstances, let alone these. All of a sudden, we're back to 10 needed of 10 balls. The Tigers, they remain calm. They've done incredibly well to make this game this close. They really have fought hard. Some terrific bowling, good fielding, not giving anything away. Really cut out the extras in the second half of the innings. Now it's a case of nerve, isn't it? Who can hold their nerve? Sadiq gets in. Chiba Sharks had 2 direct hit run-outs. But we're looking now at the value that those runs were at the tail end of the Tigers' innings. Ooh, earthquake. That was a big shake just came through. Don't know if anyone heard that, but the building around me just gave a good old wobble. Let's just hope that that was it for the day and we don't get a second aftershock. Just adding to the drama, really. An earthquake thrown into the mix. George comes in again. Sadiq just drives at the fielder. No run. Okay, pressure on George. Comes in. 2 balls left in this over. Big cry as he releases the ball. It's smeared into the offside. It's going to fall safe. Went aerial. Got it over the first fielder and short of the boundary rider. So a single for Sadiq. runs required down into single figures. 9 needed. 8 balls. 7 balls. 8 needed. 7 balls. Sorry. Making a mess of this. 8 runs needed. 7 balls remaining. Well, you get to the last over of a T20 game. Needing anything under 10, you're backing yourself. You have to back yourself to get there. But the way this innings has gone, nothing is guaranteed. That's into the leg offside again. Deep extra cover will pick that up. Just a single. So, 7 needed off the last over. Woohoo! Who are we looking at? This is great. This game is meandering along at one point. It looked like it was just going to be a procession for the Sharks, but it really has become a nervy, tight, tense contest. The prize, of course, a place at finals day on the 1st of October. Come back to visit the Japan Cricket YouTube channel to watch that. Hit the subscribe button now so you don't miss it. 7 runs needed. I've got to be thinking about boundary options. Looks like it's going to be Nibu Thomas again. I said that he stood at the top of his mark for the last over. He's either going to be hero or zero today. Well, he's got the chance to be the hero here. Just 20 minutes ago, he was having a horrible day. It could all be back, and he could be the man. He could be the man celebrating at the end. There's a little bit of blue sky about, you know. It's been missing all day. Just come out for the conclusion of this game. 97 for 6. 7 runs needed. 6 balls to do it. Yes, Gulam Sugra, who will win? First ball down. Into the leg side. Long on will come in. They'll come back for 2. So well pushing is forced to misfield. That is good running. No one likes the pressure on them. Vikash Jha has done so well with the ball today. But he misfielded that, and it's given him an extra single. 5 needed off 5. Just a boundary. Just got to be thinking boundary, boundary, boundary. Kill this game off. Looking at the field, they've got men up. There's only extra cover is out. 3rd man, fine leg. They're dropping long on. And mid-off is halfway back to the boundary. So they do have 5 out. Mid-off and mid-on are only halfway back to the boundary. It's a funny old position to be in. Oh, chop downwards. Dot ball. Hamid Badshah struck his first ball for 4. There is a big gap in the exact place where he hit that first ball. He's got up and over. It's a good field setting, I think. Oh, it's wide. Wunder, you can't be doing that, Nibu. Can't be bowling wides. They've done so well the last 10 or so overs. Haven't given away anything. Right at crunch time. Serves up a freebie. Oh, goodness. What a wonder. Brings up the 100. 4 runs needed. 4 balls. It's gone after it. Straight to the fielder. They'll just run 1. 3 off 3. The Sharks contingent on the boundary getting a bit excited when he hit that. They thought he'd hit the winning runs. You're not home yet, boys. Munib Sadiq still on strike. Still got work to do. They can do it in singles. No need to try and hit it for 6. Oh, he's trying to ramp him. Premeditated. He got enough bat on it to squirt it out to gully, and there's no one backing up at the bowler's end. Oh, what a killer. The Tigers. What have you done? The wheels have come off. Nibu Thomas was nowhere. He's got to get back to the stumps. He's got his arms out blaming the fielders, but that's on you, Nibu. Sorry, mate. There's a sneaky extra run. Suddenly the scores are level. 2 balls to go, 1 run needed. Thanks to an overthrow. Oh, Munib would be delighted. Munib Sadiq will be thrilled at that free run. Everyone's in now. No boundary riders. Looks like fine leg might still be down. I'm not sure why. Plug the gap, boys. What's the point in having a fine leg on the boundary? You've got to stop everything here. Now, Nebu, come on. What have you got? Comes in. 1 run needed. And that's it. Sadiq pierces the infield. It's going to run away for 4. The Sharks have scraped home. Not quite by the barest of margins, but a pretty thin one. Chasing just 104. It's taken them 19.5 overs. But they have done it. The Chiba Sharks booked their place in finals day. The dream for the Tigers is over. Terrific effort from them, to be fair. They were dead and buried partway through this innings after the start the Sharks made. They fought their way back, showed terrific heart, fight, courage. Just wasn't quite enough. The Chiba Sharks, well, they live to fight another day. The 1st of October, JCL T20 Finals Day. The Sharks have booked their place alongside the Tokyo Falcons and Paddy Foley's and one of the Men in Blue and the Rising Stars. At the moment, that is looking very like the Rising Stars. I can hear them celebrating on ground 2. Another Men in Blue wicket has fallen, which means they must be 9 down. And with 2 balls to go and 36 runs needed, I think we can safely say that our semi-finalists will be the Chiba Sharks, the Rising Stars, the Tokyo Falcons and Paddy Foley's. Congratulations to those 4 teams. Thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure having you. Thank you to the guys at Fancode in India and everyone playing Dream 11. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow us at Cricket Japan on Twitter, at Japan Cricket on Instagram, at Japan Cricket on Facebook, and of course on our YouTube channel. Hit subscribe. Thanks very much. See you next time. I'm Alan Kerr. It's been a pleasure.